Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game number 1 between House of Chez and citrus-colored squash. Oh, this is a problem. I haven't actually casted this setup yet, and I have to lean down and forward to see the game is. So for those of you that don't know, I am in a hotel right now, and I gotta tell you, the playing setup is not the best. Yet the best. I'll go ahead and see what I can do real quick. I played like this, but I don't need access to as many screens when I'm playing, and a third of my computer monitor is behind the TV. It's complicated. Why's it gotta be so complicated? But we just go ahead and have looking at this. I'm like, I have to look up to see everything. This is a problem. We do go now with Stukov and Gary being banned out by House of Chez. Lucio being taken out by the side of the citrus-colored. Pretty much. But I gotta tell you, I am making bank living that hotel life. Oh my goodness. Alright, we do go have Johanna being banned out as our second ban. So we do go in. I'm very, very torn on who to root for. But I gotta tell you that Mesos and Hot Like Summer were on my original HOTS team, Car Crash Sounds, and so I innately want to root for them. But they also banned Abraxas, and as we all know, banning Abraxas is like treason when you're Raka's friend. So how dare they? We do go and have the Anduin being picked up by the dude first and foremost. The lad, the fun police, saying, "Oh, you think you're having a combo? Oh, you think you're getting in there? No, 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 no." On the other side, we do go and have Brightwing coming out from Hot Like Summer, more like Hot Like Brightwing. I do have to say, of all the heroes of summer, I feel like Brightwing is probably the best. When I think of healers, Alex Strauss is kind of like that, super, super hot July, but Brightwing is just the early summer, just coming off the spring, whenever the flowers are blooming and just everything is happy. We also have Stoic coming out with the Junkrat. We do go in and get Death of Icarus. I have no idea how to say that name, so I'm just gonna go with Icarus going forward, or Death. I'm gonna go back and forth. We do have the Kael'thas coming out, as well as Chez coming out with the Tychus. That is interesting. They leave their offlane and their tank for last pick. They're kind of committing to what kind of damage they want. You won't want to go for a heavy hit pull into that Tychus. And there's an Urban Punk coming in here with that Octopi. Second band come out. We also don't have a tank yet on the side of citrus-colored squash. So that may be what we see coming out in just a second. No, they do go for Hogger. This is Towers of Doom, so double soaking is supreme. Neither side have picked their double soaker yet. Hogger is one of the fastest double soakers if you're good at the bounce. I am not good at the bounce. I've tried to pick up Hogger, and then Hogger put me down. So we do have Ace coming in with Deheka and Deheka. Here's the thing, that is actually double global coming out of CCS. We do get both Brightwing and Dehaka on their side, so they will be able to stay in lanes longer and still get to objectives. That will give them an experience advantage going forward. It also means that if they want to try and gank the opposing offlane, they can actually have multiple heroes show up. Now granted, I should say multiple heroes because Dehaka is the offlaner, so it's not like Dehaka can burrow in to support the Dehaka.
It is time.
The Zul coming out. Now Zul is okay into Dehaka. Dehaka can try and burrow under the Bone Prison. I don't know which one's cooldown is longer, to be honest. We'll find out when we get in the game. And then Flash does come out with the Elite Tauren Chieftain. Obviously the master of the mosh pit, and possibly an answering global, because he can go into stage dive and become his own global in order to also show up unexpectedly.
Victory for the Forsaken.
There is victory for the Forsaken, or at least... Wait, Sugar Plum Sylvanas in October? Are you kidding me? It is way too early for pixie bells and jingle jangs. Brachus, the term is confirmed. Oh my god. Regardless though, I will see you guys in just one moment. I'm gonna go and get the prediction up if I can actually manage to type. No promises.
Prepare yourself for battle, heroes.
Alright, prediction is up. Actually came up about 30 seconds ago for you guys because you cheat. Alright, let's go ahead and look at this right quick. We do go and have coming out on the side of the blue side of the battlefield, representing the house that Chez built. We do go ahead and get Chez Mix himself playing the Tychus. We will get the Dude playing Anduin. Mariners is going to be on that Zool. Flash playing the ETC. And then Icarus back here on Hail Thought.
1.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the battlefield, representing our orange team, the Squash that is citrus colored and flavored. We have Hot Like Summer on the Brightwing. Stoic going to be on the Junkrat. Lamort playing the Sylvanas. We're going to have Ace on the Dehek and Dahaka. And Mesos is going to go ahead and play the Anubarak, the Bug Lord himself. Bone Prison comes out, but we don't no actual real follow-up happening. I am curious real quick. So your Bone Prison has a 10-second cooldown, and then Dahaka's Burrow has a yeah, theoretically Mariners can Bone Prison. Dahaka can burrow out of it. But then if Mariner stays on him, he can Bone Prison again before Dahaka's Burrow comes back online. Let's go and look at the bottom lane. No. There we go, better. Alright, this is kind of a janky setup, so I'm a little bit not as good at the reserve controls as I usually am. We have Dahaka going for the race car build, not really surprising. Gonna try and be able to move through these lanes very, very quickly. Zool should out-clear him and be a lot more threatening in the early game. But once we get to about like level 8 and 9, A should be like rotating very, very, very aggressively. We do go and have Prog Rock coming out of the ETC. Currently 4 out of 20 quests. And then Mana Addict coming out of the Tail Box. Oh, no! They tried to go for a gank, but Mariners was a little bit too fast. But Mariners going back in. Mariners like, I don't give a... Such good commentary. Alright, the Duke goes and heals back. Very, very, very low health of the Duke. Trying to go ahead and will go ahead and get out here with minimal issues. We do have a Zool fighting with Ace here in the middle. Every time I see the name Ace, I always am immediately like the helpful place. Here's the Mesos coming down all around like a clown. Does go ahead and misses the stun. Does catch a follow-up stun. Flash goes ahead and has to slide out to safety. Chez goes ahead and catches a bunch of grenades to the face. You might be wearing concussive armor, but you know what? That only dampens damage against grenade-like things. It doesn't completely negate it. It actually does nothing with the sword. I'm like playing Valkyria Chronicles right now. Good game, by the way, if you ever have a chance. Oh my goodness, while I'm talking about Valkyria, Death goes over goes down. We have the top things, but here is Ace. Ace goes in and gets a big old tug with Chez, and Chez is going to be the first one. The house of Chez has no home for Chez himself, as he has to go back to the Hall of Swords. With that being taken care of, we do go ahead and have Mariners moving back up here to the top of the map. Going to get some of this lovely, lovely slurp, 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 slurp. Yo, yay. And I love this here experience. Both teams are moving through the middle of the map at the moment. very aggressive from Mesos going in. Oh my goodness, are they actually going? Like, the Vanas and Brightly like never showed up. Mesos and Stoic held a gank party, and then like one of their big damage was just like, you know what? That party sounds lame. They probably don't have any good music. They're probably still serving that like stale week-old nachos that they were selling that they had last week. I'm not showing up. This party sucks. Lamort, I saw your Banshees go by. Oh my goodness. Lamort totally just spared Zul. Like, her Banshees went forward, she could have teleported to here. She might not have wanted to, because of the cannon fire. But I would have definitely, like, Zul would have died 1,000% if Lamort had gone forward there. I just right now hear my math teacher from high school being like, 1,000% isn't a valid percent. It is 0 to 100, Raka. I'm like, you know what? You can shut the hell up.
Lay claim to the altars.
That's a factual statement because he actually indeed could. He just never did. Kind of takes after me, it's the other way around. With that being said, we do want to have a big Icarus and Mariners going up here to the top. Are they actually trying to take like the top? No, they've already taken the top camp. I don't know what they're doing. I do like how aggressive the rotations are going right now. Are they looking at boss right now? They're at the very least fronting boss, but no, it does not look like the boss is the call at the moment. Take it over with drinks. Icarus and Chez mix, go ahead and move back. Flash is hiding in the bush. Oh, Mesos actually scouted that out, but then... I gotta tell you, these teams are very, very... I don't know if it's a case of the healers are exceptional or the teams are bad, because they keep looking like they've got someone killed, and then no one dies. But as I say that, will Stoic get out? The answer is no. Stoic will not get out.
Prepare yourselves, heroes. The altars rise.
We have a single altar phase. Right now, we do have an altar advantage on the side of Citrus Color Squash by 4 shots. Although Meso's taking a bunch of damage, does not have... Oh, they actually commit the Dragon Laser Drill for that. That's a bit surprising. Summer, don't spread the fire. We didn't start the fire, but we're starting it.
Take the altars and put an
Alright,
end.
Icarus is trying to get this in here. Pataka says no. Very, very low health bars on the side of Stoic, and a little bit Mesos. Not a lot of damage done, but there is a very ineffectual Poison Nova. Does not actually get the damage it needs, so that's going to be 1 ult, not available. Alright, they do go ahead and lose that, but Flash may very well lose their life. Flash is trying to move over here. Does Flash have, can I go Mosh? Or I think it's Mosh. Did he go Mosh? So, Mosh not able to, like, stay inside to safety. So that will be a second kill for Citrus Colored Squash. So far, it is double the kill for Citrus. Although it is at the end of the day 2 to 1, so it's not... Double sounds so scary. Oh, but there's an invade happening over here. With ETC down, they say, you know what? We want all of the sappers. We're greedy, greedy, greedy. Where are you going? Oh, they actually picked it up first? I did not catch that up first. I was very confused. Chez taking a huge bit of damage here. We'll go ahead and get out for the time being, but a lot of aggression coming through here. And it does look like they do go forward. No, they actually all get killed right before they make contact with that, so no free damage onto the bottom 4.
Hero slain.
That was either great or lucky, I'm not sure. But either way, Chez comes out looking like a champ. Oh, okay, the Chez team, not just Chez. Like, it's just Tychus. It's not just Tychus, I'm lying to you all. With that being said, we're going to have to have a double soak. Dahaka doing everything they can. Dahaka is up to 9 stacks in enhanced agility. That does mean you'll see Dahaka just freaking like rushing around. But Zul is nowhere to be seen.
In my name.
Alright, there's that. Right as Zul arrives, we can go and have actually both ETC and the Kill Cloth go down. Chambers of the Horde not surviving, so Bonnets, be careful. Actually, a Nubrak as well. How many Horde heroes are there? These are the deep questions that we all have to ask. Because we have 6 kills to mark, to go and go up to 5 kills overall, and Ark would go ahead and convert that bottom tower. 20. We're just about to have these sapper camps come back up. Surprising that they're fighting here. Like both teams met here, neither team either defending or aggressing. Is missed. I'm not 100% sure why we're fighting here. Like, what is the objective? What are we trying to gain? Other than we want to kill the other team? Love him. Oh, there is a big sus. We can go and have a Riptide to knock Flash down to 300 health. The Flash will get out for the time being, but that does mean the middle area is controlled by CCS. And with that being taken care of, CCS moves back up. Back up.
You better hurry. The altars rise again.
Mind control does land on Anduin. There's a nice move out, but doesn't even quite get Anduin with a Yarda. Anduin does die in the back to Dahaka. He's not really paying attention to that. Dahaka's taking on the world. Dahaka said, I don't care about any of you. I'm a freaking dinosaur. Who are you?
The altars have risen. Activate them.
So there are a couple
now.
of free shots which are coming through, but Dahaka leaves them to die?
You have done well, heroes. Let the Gravekeeper know my
So they do make it?
Enough of this charade. Bring down the Gravekeeper's call.
I will not return to those wretched mines.
Down to 12 health for House of Chez. We are to 25 health. Mariner skips ahead, but mind control lands. Lots of damage, and goodbye, Zul. Bye-bye, Zul. I'm sorry for singing so much, but I enjoy singing. So I'm sorry for enjoying myself, you jerks.
Heroes, I have opened a tunnel near our core that leads to the battlecraft assembly. Use it well.
What? I mean, I knew I could do that. I've opened my tunnel as well.
Alright, it does look like the Gravekeeper's forces are winning this map. If you did not know, the orange side is the Gravekeeper, the blue side is the Raven Lord. You can always tell, because look, here's the Gravekeeper statues. And then on the blue fort, you have little Raven statues. This one got converted, so it was rebuilt with a Gravekeeper. Little bit of Lord da.
Once more, the altars rise from the depths.
So here's the thing. These 3 sappers do represent knocking down to 5 core health. And 5 is exactly how many they get from a single altar. So right now they win if they get both altars, but they also win if they get 1 altar and these 3 sappers. Meso's just a bunch of damage. Is going to go down. There is a Poison Nova. A lot of damage going into here. Dahaka goes ahead and channels the top.
Swift heroes. Do not let the Gravekeeper's cronies reach the altars before you.
Oh, and that's probably it. Yeah, they both went through and bye.
Slay.
GG is called as Citrus Squash go ahead and win game number 1. We'll go ahead and look at the end of the game stats right quick. So, looking at things, we do go and have, in terms of the damage, Stoic does lead the way, doing 49,000 damage over the course of a 14-minute game. We do have Lamort coming in with 33, and Chez coming out with 30. In terms of healing, we do go and get Brightwing leading the war. Brightwing pulling, or Hotline Summer, putting out 41,000. But you know what? We're going to call that 42,000. I can't be bothered to account for 95 healing. So 42,000 healing. And then in terms of the experience, the Soak game is solidly won by Dahaka, using that enhanced speed to just move between the lanes much, much, much faster, stay in the lanes longer, and be able to pump their team to a 2-level advantage by the end of that. Talents? That seems generous. We do go ahead and have talents being picked up right about here. If you want to use them in your own games, copy them down, use them, abuse them. Be like, hey, that's a good idea, or ooh, that's interesting. But regardless, I will see you in game number 2. Don't go anywhere. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game number 2 here on Alterac Pass. As you might have just managed to notice based on the intro screen, we do go ahead and have, actually, Chez do retain first pick. So that does mean that this map was picked by Citrus Colored Squash. What are they going to do with their initial one? Based on what we saw last time, I was going to say, based on what we saw last time, I would not be surprised to see a Junkrat ban, and that is 1000% what we end up seeing. But is there anything that, they did ban the Lucio last time. We'll have to see if the Lucio remains their ban. Lucio and Johanna is, I believe, what CCS ended up banning out. We'll have to see if that comes back. And yes, so far that is what we see. That does mean that they are not banned Stukov yet. I think their bans were Stukov and I don't remember. It was definitely not Stukov Sylvanas, because Sylvanas was being played by Ace, the helpful place. So we'll have to go ahead and they're definitely changing it up based on what happened in game number 1. Okay, I just heard a squealing child run down the hallway outside. That's amazing.
Change is upon us.
We do go ahead and have Mariners going in and picking up the Dahaka first and foremost. We do still have the same bands coming out of CCS, different bands. That's kind of like a triple ban coming through. They got rid of the Junkrat, they got rid of the Sylvanas, and now they've gotten rid of the Dahaka. So the majority of CCS's like pool or like team is not available this time around. Will they take the Brightwing immediately? Brightwing is still up. But no, Summer wants to be the lad. Summer wants to go ahead and be the Prince of Stormwind. Man, I don't blame her. If someone was like, hey, yo, you get to be a little blonde, and, you know, but you get to be a prince, I'd be like, fuck it, yeah. I can afford surgery then. We're going to have Hogger coming out as well. Hogger going to do very, very mean things to the Null Camps. There's Chez coming out on that there Rainer, the Jimmy Ray, and then the new Barak will be taken away from Mesos. So yeah, at this point, only Brightwing remains, and Brightwing will not be taken by Hot Like Summer. We're going to have a whole new CCS. Though so far, also a whole new Chez because they have not retaken any of their heroes. And the Brightwing is the ban out. If Summer's not going to take Brightwing, then no one takes Brightwing. And who we're going to see next? We do not yet have the tank or either of the damage dealers. So is there a damage dealer you guys are afraid of specifically? No, it is going to end up being the tank. The garage goes in and gets out of here. Bad time to be an Orcish War Chief. Quick, someone grab Thrall before it's taken away. As that's being taken care of, we will go ahead and have our 3rd and 4th pick on the side of CCS. Will they go with both their DPS, or will we see our tank now? I'm guessing they'll be taking 1 DPS. I think the DPS flex is more valuable than the tank flex. We will have the Candy Cane Murden, the greatest of the Murden skins. Hats off to you, Mesos. We go ahead and have Storm Stoic coming in with the Falstad. I feel like someone who has Storm in their name would be very, very good with Falstad.
The light abandons no man.
Selama, Ashalanore.
Alright, there's Uther coming out from Zadude, and then Icarus on the Kael'thas. So you stick with Kael'thas. Kael'thas the only repeated person on either team. Like, I mean, you got Dahaka and the Nubrak that were in both games, but they switched sides.
Comes honor.
The entirety of CCS team is brand new to the series, I believe. I don't think anyone switched sides to that side. But regardless, we're going into the game right now. I will get predictions up. Don't go anywhere. Put your money where your mouth is. See if you can take some points away from Brockus. The end game. Alright, coming into game number 2. Oh, click back into the window, or does no one I'm talking to it? In the game number 2, our blue team coming out of the blue gate on the blue side. We do have Mariners is going to be playing the Dehekin Dahaka. We'll have Chez playing the Jimmy Raynor. Icarus is going to be on the Kael'thas. Flash playing the Anubarak. And then we do got the Dude on the Uther. They are your blue team. They are the Centurions of Calamity. They are House of Chez. Meanwhile, the orange team coming out of the orange gate on the orange side. You're going to have Ace coming out on the Hagar. Hot Like Summer will be on the Lad Anduin. Lamort on Hanzo. And Mesos playing the Muradin. And then Stoic going to be on the super colorful Falstaff. They are citrus colored squash. They are the... what's another C word? They are the soldiers of slaughter. Squash soldiers with S, I can do that. They are here to do a lot of damage to Mariners. Oh my goodness. Here's some feedback going in there. And a lot of damage. Oh my gosh. Lamort is getting poisoned to death. Lamort does go down. Ace goes in to set on fire. And that is first blood over the side of House of Chez. Mariners moving down to the bottom lane. We do go ahead and go in. The tissue regeneration. So the more tanky build coming out of the Hawk of the Summer Round. Wave of Light already a tenth of the way done. Mana Addict and Regeneration Master. A lot of quests on the side of House of Chez. But like House of Quest, am I right? I'm right. You also go and have Simple Geometry coming out of the Hanzo. And Gathering Storm. Wow, Gathering Storm is super close to done already. Like 13 out of 30. Like, and we're barely a minute into the game. It's almost half there. But they are having to spend 2 people over here just like this null camp. Whereas Hogger did it for free. Nice move at the end of it. Lamore almost goes down again. That is the second time Lamore almost gets killed off. That's a bad start. However, it does look like there's way too many members of House of Chez here in the middle. Doc is coming up. That means they are potentially losing the game. Although as I look at the top, they're actually experiencing lead. So possibly, probably not.
Our scouts report that the Horde's keeping some of our soldiers prisoner. Get ready to free them.
Stoic has been frozen down a little bit, only after 18 out of his stacks. There's not going to gain very much because there are a lot of people going to fight. Although, as I say that, Dahaka does go to the bottom lane. Nice bounce coming from Ace. Ace is going to have a very sticky situation, but he's going to be going ahead and doing just fine getting out of there. like summer. Did you tap? That's a lot of healing for a healing orb. Okay. Okay, yeah, healing is found unavailable for 90 seconds. So yeah, you did tap recently. I was like, that's so much healing. What the heck? Yeah, they're gonna slowly get thrown more and more behind. Just because they have to commit 2 people moving down here, and the Hogger just keeps going and getting that for more or less free. Someone was in charge of death nearby, but not able to take things back down. There's a way to close the team. The globals are down here globally. Amazing. Taking the glove block.
Did they really think we'd let them take our camp?
Just because it gets really skinny in here. There's a big movement. Hogger spinning through the world, and then we'll go in and get this channel back. Only that 1 kill on Ace early on in the game. Everyone else doing a great job of staying alive so far. We do go in and have Stoic down here trying to clear this out. That can't just get cleared out. A lot of damage onto the dude. The dude looking not too healthy. There is a flame strike, does end up missing everyone. And we are going ahead and posturing back and forth, waiting for a chance to move in, waiting to advance onto the other direction. To go and have Mariners down at the bottom, pushing through, trying to go in and get this taken care of. Lot of damage, gonna get a lot of value, but here comes Stoic, and you're gonna be like, no, you're not gonna get value, I refuse. And there goes Hogger. Hogger goes in and picks up another Mercer again, starts pushing that down through the lane. Alright, about 16 seconds away for the side of CCF, 24 seconds away from the side of House of Chez. They are trying to move over here to the channel, but it does like flashes in the air to go in and stop that from happening. They do need to control this one for that time to start. They're going to be driven out. They're not going to be able to get this. They need to go in and get a kill or be able to move into the front. And they may have the chance now. Although Hogger's not here. And there's a nice stun chain. We do have Mason. Oh, Mason's get down. I did not think the Dwarf Pop would get him over that. Up to about 100 health. There's a huge bunch of cannonballs to the Keister. This is healing up. They've only got 12 seconds to take this back. I don't know if they can do it, especially not without their tank. We may have the first objective going over to the side of House of Chez. There was a big old movement that Hyperion going to do work. And yes, Hyperion shooting and not letting them actually get that channel. So that does mean that the Alliance are going to be mounting up and riding across the battlefield to engage into the Horde. I do that every time. That is my like cavalry charge, which is weird because it's from Chrono Trigger. But you know what? At this point, it's one of my things. House of Chez leading the charge, pushing for the bottom lane specifically, and they will have it. That does mean they're not pushing as well. Hanzo will be cleaning up mid lane very effectively. May not even get through the wall. That's in the top lane. Hogger is through the wall, but it will not get forced. Rooster is down here. We're a big old 4-man push at the wall of the keep at the bottom.
You can knock us down, but we'll get right back up.
There's a cocoon onto the Hanzo that will go and buy enough time. You know, we've only had 1 kill each. Like, we are currently like 8 minutes into the game, and we are at 1-1 in terms of the kill. Both teams very, very good at knowing their limits and disengaging when they can't go any further. Maybe actually save this rumble, and then we'll go and get that onto the Honda. Trying for the body block, and yes, we do have the dinosaur is extinct. The dinosaur goes back to the Museum of Natural History. I don't know. So it goes. Preston said he just stands in the ice, so I don't care about ice. I'm not afraid of ghosts. Both sides to go and pick up a boss. This boss is going directly to Peak Waldo. And they're leaving Hogger up here to push with the boss. I have to wonder what they're going to do. 5 seconds away from the second objective phase.
Free our soldiers and show the Horde what the Stormpipe Guard can do.
It does look like we got a little bit of juice here. Mesos possibly in danger. A lot of people right on top of them. Mesos does get stunned right out of his warpop. I just go ahead and pop Avatar, trying to give himself a little bit of extra survivability. Because I'm going to fight all of y'all. Alex goes ahead and gets Cocoon. The new barrage. The Hogger up here going ahead and getting another null camp push across the map. 4v4 with neither Hogger or the Haka present. Who are accounted for. That boss will probably get split. The great arrow from the Hanzo. Hanzo comes in. Icarus going ahead and getting hunted down by Stoic. So it says, hey, remember when you tried to gank me? Oh, but Icarus actually gets away? All of my trash talk, and Icarus just survives? You know who doesn't survive? It's the dinosaur.
And unlock the cage again.
So we're going and putting arrows into these guys. We're going to take it down to 7.9 seconds, but they are down talking about 18 seconds. That's why a lot of this moved through. Surprisingly, you guys are not sitting here defenders. Maybe if you have like no mana, have you been leaping at waves? Mesos in the back line, ba-da-ba-ba. Looking like the dreams, da-da-da-da. The dude very, very low. That's when you fight a life off. May not have. No one does it. There's a big old cluster of arrows. Moves out. The Phoenix is out. But there goes the Phoenix. He's about to rise again some other time. And Mesos is living on a prayer right now. Going back to tap for mana more than health. You're going to Mesos right again. They're going to try and move into their opponent. They really need to actually get a pick. Enemy is not with them yet. This might be a problem. I don't see the Hawker either. And there's Andrew. There's a right onto the Duke. He gets a huge bit of damage. Mesos is not leading the way. There goes Uther. Uther Ghost is his worst ghost. Actually best ghost because it actually does something. I feel like Uther and Leora should be friends. They both get to like go around and be ghostly.
Brace yourself! The Horde's raiders will be here soon.
taken out middle, so I've already taken out top. Bottom fort is the only fort that remains, but they look like they're posting up to go for middle. That's a weird decision. Of all the lanes, why middle? I guess the most push. There's no boss there, so it's not usually the lane you try and clear. Hogger has broken off to go north, and we're just going to clear that out. We do go and have a lot of damage through here. Slashy coming out of the rider. Yeah, we've got 3 whenever these guys attack, I get money. Ace does get hunted down. Noel's apparently not stronger than Gauss Rival. And those are the hops out there. And Stoke's super low from that exchange. It does look like they will not quite get. This fort is down to 9,000 health. Kaga taking this out. Very low, but the fort should survive. That's actually a keep. I don't know why I'm calling it a fort.
It will take more than that to stop the Frostwolf clan.
Oh, we are definitely not on game number 1. I apologize. So once again, the boss trade out. Now, like I said, the boss did take out this fort, or this keep. So this is a slightly better boss trade for CCF, because they're, like, these bosses should not end by themselves. But this boss will go ahead and take out a keep, and there's no way that keep is staying alive. Flash needs to get out here in a flash really quick. Because we'll be okay. Just survive for now. They're trying to save us, and actually, they're making a better effort of it than I thought they would. I guess it was not supported, and if you're stopping for this, they may go ahead and actually take it out before it makes it and does any damage. I thought that was dead 1,000%, but no. This will clear itself. A boss can't, unless it's supported by a wave, the boss cannot kill the core if 2 keeps are up. Core is taking 40% less damage from each attack, because it does have 2 shields up. Unlike all the other cores in this game, we do go ahead and have this one that actually regenerates health. So that's nice and swanky.
I've got eyes on our forces. Move in, get them out of there.
Noel's coming right here. Now we'll go ahead and give the Alliance time to start freeing their prisoners. So it is down at the bottom of the map. We're going to try and push into this right quick. Nothing actually got done when they got the objective, but while they're up, dear. 1 second, I have lost my video. You guys have not? This happens in the hotel room if I don't like play with it every once in a while. Okay, and okay, good. We managed to get it sorted out. Thank you. Sorry, thanks for bearing with me for just a second. We did go. Udo went down in the middle of all that. I'm sorry. All of the screen just went black, and I'm like, ah, crap. We give all crap. Icarus in a lot of trouble right now. Flash does move in. Uses his little beetle body. I'll try and save that. But will Flash survive? Will Flash play the ultimate price to try and save his friend down to 300 health? And there is Stoic in order to secure that kill.
Get me out of this bunker, heathens!
Hi, Hotel Internet. I appreciate you. Obviously, this did go down while that was going on. So both sides have a victory lane. great wind tunnel. And Icarus just can't go anywhere. That wind goes ahead and secures that. May secure the gate. There's a massive wave coming in here, and it's going to be pulled them down. The boss is only taking 20% less damage at this point. They do have Animal back on Hot Like Summer doing janitorial work, and in the pool, it looks like Summer's going back to the corner. Will probably not even get here. He may very easily be the end of game number 2. Combo Breaker GG is indeed. We're going to go ahead and call it. Very caster. And with that, we have game number 2 being won by the Horde. Also known as just called Squash. Let me go ahead and see if I can get an interview right quick. Can't find the channel. All right, we will see if they join us. In the meantime, we do go ahead and have, in terms of damage, Lamort does lead the way with 60,000 damage, 51,000 coming out of Ace, and 46,000 coming out of Stoic. In terms of that, their healing, we have Hot Like Summer leading the way with 55,000 healing in a 19-minute game. And then we do get, in terms of the soak, Mariners does come through, 21,000, 16,000 coming out of Ace. Have not yet gotten a response about if anyone wants to do an interview. I hope the answer is yes.
Hello?
Hello, hello?
What's up, Raka?
Hello, hello, Mesos. So Mesos is joining us for the interview. Everyone say hi to Mesos.
Hi, everyone.
First of all, obviously I'm going to go ahead and lead with the question of how you feeling. Kind of a gimme question, but it's still important.
Pretty good. I think we really needed the domination there to hopefully make the playoffs, so yeah, feeling really good. Hopefully we get into the playoffs now.
Well, I'll definitely be rooting for you and trying to cast you, but no promises.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
You say that even though you didn't even know I was casting until tonight?
That is true. But, you know, it's always a pleasant surprise.
Nice save. So going back to game number 1, the game on Towers of Doom. Definitely like started off very, very close, and then you started kind of edging it away. Ever since you got the bottom tower, you didn't give it back. But I was kind of interested. After you guys took the bottom tower, both teams immediately ran to mid and just started like squabbling there.
Yeah, I think the call was we knew we had killed one or maybe just one or two, or they were on respawn, and so we were like, let's try to get some damage mid as much as we can. And they just so happened to have the same idea, so.
So I was casting it. I was literally like, I don't know what we're fighting over here. Like, what is the? Though I can't say much. My team definitely does the same thing, where it'll be like, oh hey, there are red bodies. We should attack them.
It's always fun to hit the arrows, right?
Absolutely. In terms of Alterac Valet, I want to make it French.
Oh yeah. That's it. You did it.
So
French now.
Your opponents did end up like choosing first pick again. What made you pick that map specifically?
That's a map we kind of banned at the beginning of the season, but it fits our style of we like to play a little bit more macro, so we figured it might be a comfort for us and not as much for them because we noticed that they haven't picked it yet. And had only played it one time before. So.
Gotcha. I do have to ask, I swear for about 5 minutes of that game too, you were running around with 10% or less mana?
Yeah. I was super nervous on that objective when I had no mana and no health, but we pulled it out. We had some pretty clutch plays.
I'm getting flashbacks too. I was like, you need to go back and tap it. And finally, at some point, you did, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, both Stoic and I were like, we need to desperately tap. I think I was autoing a Nubarak Beetles for mana at that point. So it was desperation.
And yes, Brock is in chat. They were the ones that banned you. There's a viewer named Brackus, and so every time someone bans Braxis, he gets very offended.
Oh, it's unfortunate.
I do also have to say, Anaressa in chat did go ahead and shout out the Zero Death Mesos, or Zero Death Murder in Game 2, so well done.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, gotta give credit to the healer, though. Like, I can't survive without Summer backing me up.
The healer, and also I've got to say, no offense, you got 0 deaths half by skill and half by luck, because there was definitely a point at the top where I was like, Mesos is dead 1000%, and then you just like jumped over a wall with, I swear, 50 health.
I think someone in comms said, "Oh, he's dead," and yeah, they had written me off. Everyone had written me off, but you know, I got super lucky there.
Last question I have, because I ask every team this, or a variation of this. Can you tell me where the name Citrus Colored Squash comes from?
Yeah, I played with kind of a couple of these people throughout the years, and then in Nexo, I came into the team and they were calling themselves something related to gourds. Someone put it in chat if you remember the original gourd name. And then last season we played Nexo as For the Gourd. And so when we were coming over to CCS, we wanted to give a shout out to the gourd heritage. So now we're Citrus Colored Squash. And we've done a lot of research on squashes and gourds, and there is a tier list, gourd tier list coming out soon, so look out for that.
I will definitely look forward to it. And yes, Ace has very, very aggressively corrected you to say For the Gourd.
You have to say it in the Garrosh voice too. For the gourd.
For the Gourd! Okay,
Yeah,
that's not
there you go.
Garrosh. Ow.
Oh man.
What? Okay, those are all the questions I had. Let me go and turn it over to you for any shoutouts you may want to give.
Yeah, I think shout out to CCS, shout out to casters, shout out to House of Chez. It was a good series. Shout out to NGS. Shout out to my teammates. It's a lot of fun. I think Stoic described it as a power of friendship. Keeps us going. So shout out to the power of friendship. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We needed to show up tonight, and I think everyone was on top of their game. We had like super clean games. Everyone played super well. I'm proud of this team.
It very, very well done. Like I said, I also hope you get into the playoffs. I'll be keeping an eye on it.
Yeah, me too. Oh, shout out to Fox's mom.
Thank
Everyone
you.
in chat.
I was going to yell at you afterwards.
And I guess watch the International this weekend. It should be fun.
No.
Watch Raka's cast. Watch all of Raka's cast.
I do think I'm going to be doing like a replay fiesta because I have not been able to cast very much from the hotel room.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be fun. Watch that. I'll be there.
But regardless, thank you very much for the very, very well played games. Thank you for, I'd say, letting me cast you, but again, you didn't know what was happening. So
Anytime.
I will eventually start giving you a hard time about that, probably as soon as we hang up the call. But with that, I will see you all in the next one. I hope we will see you in playoffs, and be
Thanks.
awesome.
Thank you so much. Have a good one. See you, Raka.
See ya. So with that, we'll go ahead and raid over to Bloody Drapes. Bloody Drapes is going to go ahead and be casting a different one. I think he's co-casting with Andy, so we're going to go find out what he's doing. So, say hi to Bloody Drapes.